It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on George Pickens. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Steelers and the Titans on Thursday night.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done. And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the 2nd-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 10 carries, 58 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returning it is Moore. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Levis in trouble, down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's more on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A solid stiff arm. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Levis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Levis keeps it option left. football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
3rd and short, it's Levis. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Pickett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis. They set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on second down, Levis. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. To the air on first down with Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
A good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Pickett now on first down. And here's Freiermuth again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Off play action. Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as they get this down to the 41. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pickens going in motion left. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Pickett will look to throw it here. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man, Chris Moore. Chris Moore returning it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Levis to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
They're absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got this to Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pickens on the slant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First and 10, it's Levis. He gets this one to Burks. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A second down throw from Levis. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's now second and 6.
Levis now on second down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, this is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They hand this off to Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Pickett to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Levis and the Titans now down by 13, 50 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it to Burks, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Levis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Levis. Levis is caught. He hits more. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. One final try here for Will Levis. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.